If you have ever visited Yellowstone National Park, you have probably noticed the multitude of springs and geysers that populate the area. You may not have known, however, that you were standing on top of a super volcano. Ever since my family and I took a vacation to the park and learned of the volcano, I've been very interested and have completed extensive research concerning how dangerous the volcano may be. I will give you 3 reasons you should consider the volcano as a potential threat. It is very dangerous to ignore the threat. It is actually overdue to erupt and is ranked as a high threat level by the United States Geological Survey. The damage that would occur if the volcano ever erupted is unimaginable. It is estimated that the force of the Yellowstone supervolcano eruption would be 2,000 times greater than the 1980s Mount St. Helena eruption. Before the eruptions, the earthquakes would develop in the area, and during the eruption, magma would swell and raise the ground. According to the article entitled, "What Would Happen to the World If the Yellowstone Supervolcano Erupted?" published on the website IFL Science, the ash and lava that comes out of the volcano would shoot at least 16 miles into the air. The actual eruption would last for days. As parts of the volcano collapse, pyroclastic flares would shoot across the park. A pyroclastic flare is a mix of hot ash, lava, and superheated gases. Temperatures of these flares can exceed 1,832 degrees Fahrenheit. And the flares can travel at 300 miles per hour and theoretically reach 62 miles from their source. In areas where they land, the air will heat to 570 degrees Fahrenheit, and anyone in the area would be killed in mere seconds. An average of 11,000 visitors are at the park at one time. An eruption of this type would be fatal to everyone there. The most dangerous part of the eruption, however, would be the ash fallout. Breathing in ash could lacerate your lungs. In the area 50 miles around the volcano would be covered up to 3 meters of ash. A fine layer of ash could even reach New York City. The sulfur in the airborne ash would reflect the sunlight back into the atmosphere, and it would make the sky seem dark. This would have the effect of cooling the temperature globally. You wouldn't have a summer for 3 years. Eruption would alter weathering patterns and disrupt food supplies. According to Sebastian Catley's article entitled Yellowstone Volcano Shock, published in the UK Express website, the Yellowstone volcano eruption would kill up to 5 billion people due to the effects of the eruption, starvation, and weather changes. Another reason you should believe that the volcano is potentially dangerous is because it is actually overdue to erupt. The Yellowstone supervolcano erupts around every 600,000 years. And according to Jason Batchelor's article entitled Sleeping Giant, Could a Massive Volcano Underneath Yellowstone National Park Soon Rumble to Life? Published by Science World, the first eruption was 2.1 million years ago. And according to the article entitled Recharging Volcano in Yellowstone, published in the USA Today magazine, the last eruption was 640,000 years ago. If you look at this data, you can see that the Yellowstone supervolcano was going to erupt for the past 40,000 years, but it hasn't yet. Another reason you should believe that the Yellowstone supervolcano is a potential threat is because the U.S. has been heavily monitoring it. According to Jack Phillips' article entitled Yellowstone Volcano Ranked as a High Threat Level, the United States Geological Survey has ranked the Yellowstone supervolcano as a high threat level. The United States Geological Survey, or USGS, ranks volcanoes according to their danger to life. The closer a volcano is to a civilization, the higher it is ranked. The more active the volcano is, the higher its threat level. The Yellowstone supervolcano is ranked as a high threat level because it is very close to civilization, because there is a national park on top of it. So now that you have seen how dangerous it is to ignore the potential danger of the Yellowstone supervolcano, that is overdue, and that the USGS ranks it as a high threat level, I hope you believe that the Yellowstone volcano could be a potential threat. And remember, next time you visit the Yellowstone National Park, you could be on what is potentially one of the world's most dangerous supervolcanoes. Thank you.